Well, a good afternoon to you. Dr. Steve G. Jones here, and guess who I have with me in the background? He doesn't know I snuck in yet, but hey, Joe, how you doing?
How did you get in?
I brought some friends also. I hope you don't mind.
How many?
A bunch, a whole bunch. And we want to hear about your library here. And I'm also here with Mathew Dixon, the guitar monk, who has created healing music, combining music with Ho'oponopono. So I'm honored to be here with both of these people. Joe's probably going to be busy reading because he's got a lot of homework to do. As you can see, he's got a lot of books here. But we are here in Joe's famous studio. You can check out all the guitars, and Joe's going to give us a little tour of his place and tell us about it. And yeah, Joe, we gotta put you to work now.
Okay.
All right, he's up and at 'em.
Books down.
All right.
What's expected of me? What am I supposed to
So
do?
yeah, I would just talk about these books a little bit and what you've got here, and we're also going to check in with Mathew Dixon, and Mathew
Hello.
being the guitar monk. And as people join in, they'll be asking questions and so forth. Mathew, you want to tell a little bit about yourself, and then Joe will show us around.
Yes, well, as you said, I'm the guitar monk. I create healing and meditative music, mostly with Joe. And it's all based in Ho'oponopono, which I know you can't read on my shirt because everything's backwards on here, but...
I want you to pronounce it backwards. I want to know what that is. It going to be like the Superman comic when you get the imp to say the word backwards and then he vanishes?
Let's find out.
Nobody knows.
I don't know.
Nobody knows what I'm
Backwards.
talking about.
I don't know, but I want to
Backwards,
see if he
you just take the
vanishes.
you just take the H off, right, and go, Ho'oponopono. I think.
He didn't vanish. So far, so good. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Matthew. Appreciate that. And Matthew's going to be here with us, and Joe's going to give us a little show and tell here because he's got a lot of neat toys and books.
Well, I got guitars, I got canes, I got books, I got autographs from Mark Twain, I got autographs from Jack London, I got autographs from our buddy, Think and Grow Rich. This is Napoleon Hill's autograph. Can you see that? This is Think and Grow Rich. This is all going to be backwards on Facebook.
Yeah, it'll say something
including
in Russian.
his
Yeah.
signature.
Maybe backward scribble.
Oh, try to copy that. But these are rare books. Think and Grow Rich. I don't think there's been any book, except maybe one of mine, that have made more people millionaires in the history of success literature than Think and Grow Rich.
I think
I
you're
actually
right.
have several signed copies. And I was kidding about one of mine because he's clearly way ahead of me.
It's only a matter of time before you catch up.
You know, I invented hypnotic writing
I've heard.
because I read the Robert Collier letter book. This book changed my life. I was a okay writer before it. I was a hypnotic writer afterwards, and I wrote hypnotic writing. We have a certification program, hypnotic communicator.
We do.
And a large part of that was influenced by the famous Robert Collier letter book, which he finished editing 6 days before he died.
Wow.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's book. This book is actually fantastic. It's called Total Recall. Can you see it up there? And hopefully not backwards.
That's probably backwards, but
I spent 1 week reading that book every night because it was mind-blowing. And there were times when I was reading the book and I was hyperventilating because it was so exciting. That really, I mean, he's an icon, what he was going through. And the success, he really proves that you can visualize it, you can take action, and you can achieve it. He was actually doing that. And another book, you can get me going on books here. The Book of S.
that's okay. We've only got a few more to go.
All right, see, go talk to the guitar monk over there.
We'll get
Sign my
to.
guitar
He'll show us some
anyway.
guitars next.
The Book of Est.
Wow.
Est was the Est seminar training,
Yeah,
Erhard
yeah.
seminar
Yep,
training in
yep.
the 70s. This was one of the greatest books ever written about it, but one of the greatest books ever written, period, because this is a fictionalized account of being in the seminar, but it makes you feel it. And that's why this book is hypnotic. Mm-hmm. It makes you feel like you're in the room. And those seminars, if you know anything about them, were very intense. They were very confrontational. Tony Robbins has that movie out on Netflix called Tony Robbins, I Am Not Your Guru, which I recommend. I've seen it 4 times. That gives you a sense, just a sense of what an S seminar was like, because it was very confrontation, very army-like, very much in your face. But this lets you sit in your easy chair, read the story, but have the same kind of impact, the same kind of feeling.
There's also a documentary on Werner Erhard that shows some of the
It's called
footage.
Transformation, I think.
Yeah, it's very good. He's in London now. I think he got chased out of the country, but he's in London now. And as you know, because we've both taken this, the Landmark folks are carrying on his tradition.
That's right. Landmark Forum.
Yep.
One more book here. I can go on with books forever. So how much time you people got?
5 hours.
Fortunes for All by Vash Young. Probably never heard of Vash Young. In the 1930s, Great Depression, people are suffering. He came out with motivational books that really said, and in fact his big bestseller was A Fortune to Share. This one, Fortunes for All, was his last book, written just before he died. And he was so incredibly motivational and inspirational. I read his books today and I get fired up. I get excited. I can go for my dreams. I can achieve success. And one of his biggest messages is, A Fortune to Share really means that he found happiness and he's sharing it with you. And that happiness is right here in this moment. How about that for pretty cool?
I like it. What do you think, Matthew?
I like it too.
Matthew likes it.
Well, that's good.
We like it.
Does anybody else like it?
I think everybody likes it. Why don't we check in? Why don't we take a moment and check in, see who we've got here?
Are we getting any little floaties?
We got, there's some thumbs up floaties. Wow, lots of people. Brenda, hello to you. Mark, hello. Miss Rowley, hello. Carol, hello. Michelle, hello. Dunka, hello. Mariella, hello. Kevin, Jahiro, Hugo. Hugo says, good afternoon, Dr. Steve and Dr. Joe, and Mathew Dixon is here as well, the Guitar Monk. Dr. Steve, I'll be sending you an email via office. Need Dr. Joe's professional consideration on a webcast interview. All right, we will look forward to that. Jennifer, hello to you. Birdie, hello to you. And McGilla, hello, doctors. All right. And Dr. Zen Monks. Dr. Zen Monk.
Monks.
Yes, Dr. Zen Monk. And Tashina, hello. Vaxcula, hello. I butcher a lot of the names. Janie, hello to you. She says, hello, Dr. Steve. Glad to see you back. All right, good to be back. Mara, hello to you. Hugo, hello. And Hugo says, I am learning to read backwards today. Yes, that's one of the byproducts of Facebook Live. Everything is backwards. So it's in Russian, I think. And Catherine, hello to you. Aurea, hello. And May, hello to you from Italy. All right. Kevin says, hypnotic sculpting, ? You have hypnotic sculpting?
Not yet, but I will in a few minutes.
You will? Oh,
Yeah,
I'm scared.
hypnoticsculpting.com. Let's do it.
All right, I think I'm going to sculpt something. All right, let's see. Jean says hello. Julia, hello. Rowena says hello. Theodora, hello. Catherine says, what about Ho'oponopono? Uh-oh. Matthew, that sounds like a good opening for you, Matthew. All right.
Is there a specific question?
I don't think so. It's just a general question. You want to tell us a little bit about Ho'oponopono? Matthew, you too, you and Joe, you guys want to come in here a little bit? And there we go. There we go. And you guys created a program on Ho'oponopono. You guys come in a little bit more. We're going to get real cozy here. We're going to become real good friends.
Hanging over the edge.
All right, we got us all in here. So you guys created a program on Ho'oponopono that we will be getting out to the public soon. And you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, you're asking for an exclusive for one thing because nobody knows this yet.
We've not announced it.
We've not announced it at all. In fact, we told you to keep it quiet.
Oh, don't tell anyone or I'll get in big trouble.
For the phone and
yeah,
said,
yeah.
I'm going to go. I have to talk to my Facebook fans.
Calling the news right after this.
Yeah, so we've created a certification program, the world's first certification program on Ho'oponopono. So you'll be going through this program. You and I have law of attraction certification programs, and there's NLP certification, hypnosis certification, our hypnotic communicator. We've now moved with Guitar Monk Mathew Dixon into creating the Ho'oponopono practitioner certification program. And the way it's working is that we are going to release it on October
2nd, I believe.
October
the
2nd.
launch date.
Big day. We're very excited because a lot of people are enthused about this because they read Zero Limits or At Zero, or they took a seminar with Dr. Hulen, Ihaliakila Hulen. But they want to know more, and they want to know how to practice this. They want to know how to use this. They want to know the inside tips on making it part of their life, and they want to influence themselves, heal themselves, and the people they care about. So this is a very in-depth practitioner's course that we've created.
Yeah, it's going to really, I think it's going to answer a lot of the questions that most people had. In fact, even Joe and I sent out to literally thousands of people a questionnaire about what did they want to know about Ho'oponopono, what didn't they understand, and we made sure that we answered all of them.
The most common question we got was, what is it?
Yeah, what is it?
How do you say it?
And if you don't know what
how
it
do you
is,
spell it?
you got to try it, because it doesn't matter if you practice Reiki, law of attraction, yoga, anything, it adapts. It's the next step. It's totally changed my life.
Excellent.
And it's basically 4 phrases. There's 4 phrases that you say. I'm going to give you the shorthand version here. 4 phrases you say to your connection to all that is, your connection to divinity, to God, to the universe, whatever you want to call it. And the 4 phrases are, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. Those are the 4 phrases. You say them internally whenever you have a concern going on or whenever you have a desire for something. And even when you don't have either one of those things, but just as you go through life. And you're saying it as a kind of prayer, kind of a petition to the divine. But that's the very simple, basic kindergarten definition and approach to doing it. And you can take this and run with it to the end of time. But we've created a certification program, which neither one of us knew we were going to talk about today. This is really spontaneous. This is live in my office. So this is coming to you just raw. But this is coming on October 2nd because I don't know what he's doing.
Showing
here.
the office.
I thought you were flexing your muscles.
Yes.
You've been working out. You look at it. You take every opportunity to go, look at this.
Like his arm's getting tired.
Bathroom's that way.
I thought he was doing shadow work on the wall. I saw a swan appear on my books. I was like, what is he doing? Now I don't even know what we were talking about.
Your office, Ho'oponopono,
Right. Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
Yep, stuff like that.
It's coming out soon. All right. And that all came from What About Ho'oponopono? So there you go.
Yeah,
Talk
great
about good
question.
answers. Yeah.
Good question.
Great answer, guys. We'll take a moment and check in with everyone. Let's see. We have Law of Attraction joining us. Wow. Says always smile. Good, good. Rihanna, hello to you from Egypt. All right. Pam says hello. Great to see everyone. Tashima, hello. Aliska, hello, Dr. Steve and Joe. And Matthew,
Guitar Monk.
the Guitar Monk, and says thank you very much for the live video. I wish you a nice evening from Czech Republic. And Carmen says hello, nice meeting. Melinda says hello, my favorite teachers, I like it. Tanisha says I like it. All right, so if you're just joining us, go ahead and like the video, go ahead and share it. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that. Also link to Joe and Matthew so you can check out them and of course the wonderful work they are doing in the world. And Jennifer says love the books, thanks for sharing. All right, so if you have any questions about the law of attraction, we've got Dr. Joe Vitale here. Questions about Ho'oponopono, we've got Mathew Dixon here. We've also got a heck of a guitar collection. Matthew, you are the Guitar Monk. You want to take us around a little bit and show us some stuff?
Start over here.
All right.
Although these guitars are all owned by Joe.
That's right. These are Joe's private stock.
I can't wait to hear what he has to say here.
Yeah.
Well, some of them I'm not even going to remember the names, but this would be where you start, I think, right over here.
All right. These are the fancy ones, right? These are
Yeah, actually, I should get out of your way is what I should do and let you walk over that direction so that you can show that.
All right, there we go.
Need more light? Is that okay?
That looks good. You want to tell us about
Okay, this is
few of
called
them?
a Zemaitis. This was made by Tony Zemaitis over in England. Tony's no longer with us, but all the guitars he made were these handmade works of art. You can see a bit of the front. It's an electric guitar. All the inlays and everything were done by hand.
Wow.
This guitar is an investment grade, very rare, collectible, probably worth more than most people's houses. Wow. A lot of name singers, songwriters, band members, Rolling Stone folks collect this guitar. It's almost impossible to find anymore. I have a couple acoustic guitars by Zemaitis, and of course the electric is the one people lust for, and that's what's there. This guitar right here, I have no idea what it is because I can't read the
Linda
headstone.
Manzer?
He says it's a Linda Manzer, and it probably is. Linda Manzer is a Toronto-based guitar maker, and she is legendary. She makes guitars for Paul Simon and people like me.
This was a limited number of guitars that were made for Pat Metheny, for any of you who are guitar players.
Actually, no, that's this one down
Oh,
here.
am I off?
You're ahead of yourself.
Two
there.
ahead.
Yeah,
You're in the
this-
future. That's good.
This was actually made with Pat Metheny's 17 Grammy-winning multi-dimensional artist, his input. But this is a Linda Manzer one. It has a diamond in the fretboard along the neck. And the emblems, these symbols here are Pat Metheny's inspired directly from his unconscious mind symbols.
That's right.
Wow.
I got to show you this one here because I'm real proud of this. This was made by a local luthier. That's Tony Nobles. Tony Nobles makes guitars for Joe Walsh and Bruce Springsteen and a long list of people. He's local, so I know him. Matthew knows him as well.
Yep.
And Tony made this guitar for me. This is a baritone acoustic guitar made out of very old, rare wood. In fact, the back of it was a former door. And the little dots, if you can see those, because I can't see what you're seeing, were nail holes.
Really?
And so that sparkle and everything was done by Tony. And it is a masterpiece. I mean, this is a literal masterpiece of a guitar. It's a baritone by Tony Nobles.
Oh, nice.
How about that?
Very nice.
And, and we have to turn around a little.
I see the Mark Twain is here.
Is it in there?
Yes.
That photo was held by Mark Twain and signed by Mark Twain. He signed it to his dear friend, who I can't read from here, but it says, "Love, Mark Twain." And this was his favorite photo, and this was his favorite position, and he always had a cigar in his mouth. In fact, I can't believe it. Research says he smoked 20 to 30 cigars a day.
Wow.
A day. Even I'm appalled. Look at that man. Still smoking. He's dead and he's still smoking. Can't believe it.
Wow.
Yeah, on and on. We can go over here.
The Joe Vitale Museum.
I have guitars that are 200 years old. The guitars in these boxes, these coffin boxes, they're 200 years old. They were made in Paris. I guess I have to open one.
Goodness.
Because everybody's going to be saying, what's in there?
The spirit's going to be released.
We will release one of them right now, if I can remember
Drum roll.
Open it. This was made in Paris. In fact, it still has the label. These are handmade. There were no instrument, no machinery that was doing this. So all of these little dots, all of the etching, everything that was here, the lines, the wood, one person labored over this.
Wow.
And the case is the original case. The label is still in the case. You can see it right over there. Matthew has been my guitar teacher.
There we go.
And over time became partners in making music. So whenever I get a new guitar, he's one of the very first, if not the first, to see it.
Lots of test drives.
And play it.
Whoops, don't fall.
But I stepped on a guitar.
You would hear screaming, mostly from me. Right beside us, that is a harp guitar. This is from 1915. You can see the harp part here and the guitar part here. And you would hold it like a guitar. You would hold it as big, it's bulky, and play that as a guitar and strum this, if you knew how to play the harp, as a harp.
Didn't you play that on Blue Healer?
I played it on my very first album.
Blue Healer.
It was called Blue Healer. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, we can go on and on. That's Steve Reeves. I'm interested in all the M words: muscle building, magic, music, motivation, metaphysics, money, all the M words. But that was Steve Reeves. That was a bust made of him, probably in the 50s. Steve Reeves was the first Hercules. He was a famous bodybuilder. These were trophies he won. And in fact, Lou Ferrigno, the Hulk, came here to see all of this. I have Steve Reeves' gym. I have Steve Reeves' car. I have many of his clothes.
He's going to be really mad at you, Joe.
Yeah.
When he finds out.
He's in the other dimension right now.
Oh, with Mark smoking.
He's with Mark Twain. Exactly right.
Very cool. Well, let's see if we have any questions, and thank you all for being here. Such a wonderful turnout. Lucine says, "Good evening, Dr. Joe and Dr. Steve. Can you play guitar?" Well, Matthew, that might be.
Anybody can play guitar.
Anyway, yes. So the answer is yes.
Was there a question?
It's like when I was in 5th grade, I said, "Can I use the restroom?" And the teacher would say, "Yes, you can use the restroom."
You can pick whatever guitar you want.
Rihanna says, "I'm interested in knowing." And they're going to play guitar, by the way. Rihanna says, "I'm interested in knowing who am I and my truth and real self. So it is so close to speak to my higher self in Ho'oponopono." Okay. Joe, anything about knowing your higher self through Ho'oponopono?
Ho'oponopono is designed to clear all of the negativity, all the limiting beliefs, all of what's called the data that prevents you from seeing your higher self or feeling your higher self. In fact, the very question that you just asked, while it's a good question, is coming from the interference itself that's stopping you from experiencing your higher self. Your higher self is right here in this moment. It's behind your questions, it's behind your thoughts, it's behind your doubts, it's behind your emotions, your feelings, and even your physical body. It's there is what some spiritual traditions call the witness. So I would be more quiet. I would use meditation. I would use Ho'oponopono as a way to go behind the door. Go behind the door of the mind and feel the essence that's keeping you alive. That essence is your higher self.
Good answer.
I hear
All right.
Matthew playing like in a closet. I don't know
I
where
think
he's-
so.
Yeah.
He's
We asked him
tuning.
to
He's
play, so he
tuning.
doesn't-
Not to be rude when I
He's back. He was tuning in the other
biggest
room.
problem with having this many guitars is keeping them all in tune.
There you go.
Sure.
Oh, Matthew the Guitar Monk is going to serenade us with some healing music. Bianca says, "Hi, Matthew, Joe, and Steve, my favorite musicians and healing music. Yes, boys, love their toys, love your fun." All right, and now we bring you live.
Guitar Monk Matthew Dixon, live from the House of Joe's Books and Mark Twain and Steve Reeves and Muscle and Magic, and oh my God.
Crowd
This is live, folks. This is improvised.
only here.
He is playing a Jason Mraz guitar made by Taylor. It's a signature model with Jason Mraz's signature and his little emblem in the fretboard. Yes, right there. Beautiful,
Well,
thank
thanks.
you.
Thank you. Very
Well,
nice.
thanks.
Very nice.
For asking us to do it live and spontaneous like that, that's pretty amazing. Thank you for doing
Very
it,
well
Matthew.
done. Thank you, Matthew. You play drums too?
Play a drum. That one right there.
Do you really?
Sure.
All right.
See, pretty good, huh?
Very nice. Very nice.
Whoop,
I
that's
like
our
it.
little reminder.
That's our thing. We wanted to make sure we gave you guys at least 20 minutes. That's
Yeah,
our
I
little
said
thing.
20 minutes in here and you're out.
That's right. Gave us 20 minutes.
I'm kidding.
As Sean said, any new secret movies? Any new The Secret movie?
There are new movies coming out all the time. I just heard yesterday that another movie I was filmed for is going to be released next week. I don't have the exact date, and I don't even remember the title for it. Lots of people are making movies these days besides The Secret, which actually came out about 10 years ago. There's been The Compass, they've been tried on everything, The Tapping Solution, The Prosperity Secret. I can't even remember all of them. But there's quite a few new ones coming out, including another one that I happen to know I'm in that's coming next week. So watch my Facebook feed, get on my email list, and I'll tell you about it when it comes out. But thank you.
Very nice, very nice. And let's see, Miss Rowley has joined. Catherine says, what about the course? Well, just go back and watch the replay. We talked about that quite a bit. And Valerie says, I'm learning every day. My mind is clear and my heart opened. I'm intrigued with learning new things from great teachers. Thank you for your time. Excellent. Terry has joined. Barbara says, the Lord has the Italian surname. That must be a reference to Vitale. I don't know.
Yes, I don't know.
Hey, we'll go with that.
Vitale is Italian, and it means vitality. Vitality.
All right.
If we were in Italy, it would be Vitale.
Vitale.
I'm in Texas. They say Vitale, Vitale, hey, Vital.
George says, thanks for your light, folks. Good teachers. Catherine says, hello. Aurea, hello from Israel. Lori from UT. Ulysses says, hello. Ida says, you're awesome, Dr. Joe. Catherine
thank you.
says, shout out to Ho'oponopono. Roberta, hello. Tashmina, hello. Edie, hello. Mariana says, Ho'oponopono is wonderful. Kathy, hello. Jenny says, love it. Sign me up. Ho'oponopono is the most powerful prayer I use and give to my clients. Taking your Awakened Millionaire took me even deeper. This is
Beautiful. Good, good.
wonderful news. Thanks for spilling, Steve. The word. Thanks. Spilling. I let the cat out of the bag about the new course
I
coming
already
out.
forgot. Yeah, it's old news now.
Veronica says, hi, Awakened Millionaire Group. We love you guys.
Good.
Catherine says, okay. Tashima says, yay. Catherine says, love it. Barbara says, but the Lord is with the Italian. All right, lots of Italian Lord stuff. So you're in
The
your
Lord
good
is with thee.
hands.
That's
There
fine
you
with
go.
me.
There you go. Ida says, hey, Dr. Joe and Matthew, you too, Steve. I get thrown in there too. Kevin says, cool. Kathy says, hello. A lot of shout outs, a lot of good people here. If there's any one thing that you'd want to leave us with, Joe, and then Matthew, I'm going to ask you the same question so you can prepare for that.
Why didn't you ask him first?
So the question's going to be a life lesson. I'll talk a little more to give you some time lesson. So you can come up with something.
Yeah, okay.
So if you could, Joe, if you could come up with a just some takeaway that everyone can have that they can apply to their lives, maybe based on what we've been talking about here today, which is a whole bunch of good stuff. But what would you leave everyone with? Some takeaway they can use.
I've been discovering, teaching, writing about the idea that your passion is your ticket to success. Your passion is your ticket to happiness. Your passion is your ticket to this moment. This moment is the miracle. So I tell people, instead of wrestling with shoulds and should nots and haves and have tos and what other people are telling you, tune into yourself. Find a way to tune into yourself. It could be with Ho'oponopono, it could be with some other meditation, but find a way to tune into your own essence, your own truth, your own authenticity, and find your passion. Pursue your passion, even when you don't know where it's going to go, even when there's no evidence around you that it's going to be a success. I have found throughout my life, when I just, with faith, took action following my passion, everything worked out, and I get to hang out in my own office with these guys doing things like this, all because I'm following my passion.
I love it, Joe. Thank you. So passion. And over to you, Matthew. Mathew Dixon, the guitar monk who has combined music with Ho'oponopono along with Joe Vitale to bring that to the world. What would you say is a good takeaway that people can apply to their lives?
Well, Joe took my answer, so...
Oh, what's the second best answer?
Mine's probably not as much fun, but I think, especially dealing with Ho'oponopono, one of the big lessons is learning to take 100% responsibility. Sorry. And that's the good, the bad, and the indifferent. And I'm not saying to blame yourself, though, but you take responsibility for all situations in your life. And you want to apply that when you're doing exactly what Joe said, following your passion. You know, it really comes down to you.
Very nice. And Matthew, for our viewers who want to follow up on you and your work, where can they learn more about you?
ZeroLimitsMusic.com.
ZeroLimitsMusic.com.
That has all of Joe and mine's music projects.
Okay. And then I want to ask Joe the same question. Where's the best place to find out more about you? Not that they don't already know tons about you, but to get the most up-to-date knowledge.
Well, thank you. My main website, which has been redesigned for the first time in 25 years, is simply at my name, joevitale.com, or my nickname, MrFire.com. And I spell it MrFire.com, MrFire.com. Pack a lunch, there's a lot there.
Very nice. And Matthew, would you mind taking us out with one more serenade? As sure. I put Matthew on the spot again, and I'm going to show Joe's awesome book collection and guitar collection as Matthew plays and takes us out and wraps up our time together. And just want to thank you guys for spending this time with the Facebook group. The grand finale. All right. Thank you, guys. Time. And thank you all for being here. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Joe. And on behalf...
Great fun.
Absolutely.
Thanks for everybody for watching.
Yeah, and thanks for the song, guys. All right. So on behalf of all of us, we hope you have an outstanding day.